Welcome to Comics Entertainment Reopened. In breaking news, there's been some talks going on in the DC Extended Universe in which Warner Brothers is in talks with legendary director Robert Zemeckis and possibly directing the Flash movie. Now, I have myself had wondered a couple of days ago what was going on with the director of the Flash because I know a couple of people had walked away from the set. They were doing a rewrite. Last time I heard the rewrite was going healthy, but what about the director? But then just a few days ago, I heard about Robert Zemeckis, and I was like, wow, now that is a name I haven't heard of in a while, but one of the most well-respected names in Hollywood as a writer, director, producer. Not only that, one of my favorites. For many of you may not know who Robert Zemeckis is. Robert Zemeckis is the same gentleman who directed one of the greatest movie franchises and one of the greatest trilogies of all time, and that is the Back to the Future trilogy. So if anyone is a good fit for The Flash, this may be the perfect fit for the Flash, time travel and all. Now, I'm not just saying that's the only thing where it works out or whatever, but Robert Zemeckis has done some tremendous work. Now, like I said, this right now is just negotiations. We're not saying it's set in stone, but this is something that I would like to see. I feel the Flash needs that type of tone to have a colorful director who could really guide that. I would really love to see perhaps Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd have cameos in this where possibly Ezra Miller's Flash is running and he's running past them and they actually see him running in or whatever and they look or whatever like that. It'd be a nice little cameo or whatever like that. But what do you guys think about that? Do you think Robert Zemeckis is a good fit to direct the Flash movie? Or do you think anyone else is a good fit? I mean, they really want to get the Flash movie, go ahead and incorporate it and possibly get that out. Because keep in mind, that was supposed to be coming out in May of 2018. But it got pushed back because, director, had left. Rick Famuyiwa was the last director, the director of Dope, which is a very excellent directed movie. Make sure to go on Netflix and check that out. But I think Robert Zemeckis will be a great director for the Flash movie. Now, moving on in other news, another big breakout movie that is possibly coming from a longtime legendary character is He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Now, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe has finally reached a release date. That is December the 18th of 2018, in which He-Man and the Masters of the Universe movie is going to be released. Now, it did have a director for quite a while, and that was Mick G, who was tied to the project since 2016, maybe or a little bit before that. However, recently he has stepped away and will no longer be directing the project. David S. Gower will be writing, he will be penning the script. He's also, David S. Gower, who has written in the Dark Knight trilogy, the Blade movies. He's working on the new show Krypton, also wrote Man of Steel. He's also going to be possibly writing the Green Lantern Corps movie for the DC Universe. Now keep in mind, He-Man and the Master of the Universe is also a legendary project. It was inspired by Conan the Barbarian way back in the early 80s. The great late Lou Scheimer had brought that to television. First animation to air 5 times a week in the U.S., for weekday cartoons that open up that door. And that's why I've been really wanting to see another He-Man and the Master Universe project come to the big screen. Definitely something from the comics, and they've got great comics that's been on the last couple of years. I would definitely like to see that inspiration from the 2002 TV series that used to come on Cartoon Network. There's a lot of questions there. Now, He-Man and the Master Universe, the movie does have a release date. It has a writer, but now it needs a new director. Who do you think would be a great director to direct the movie? I myself was coming up with a couple of names, but someone who keeps coming to my forefront is the director of Warcraft, and that is Duncan Jones. I think Duncan Jones did a pretty good job of Warcraft. The movie did very well overseas. That's more of his thing. I think Duncan Jones could really do that. I think about a legendary director, someone like Ridley Scott putting his spin on it or whatever. I really think those are the type of directors you need. Not to put down Mick G, I really wasn't feeling too comfortable with him possibly directing it, so it was kind of a relieving sign to see he left it. He doesn't really have a strong track record. Although I think the first Charlie's Angels was pretty decent, and he does executive producing work on Supernatural, one of my favorite television shows, something I want to get back into reviewing also in the future, but that's for another subject at another time. But what do you guys think about the He-Man and the Master Universe movie? Release date December 18th, 2018, being penciled by David S. Gower. Also, who would you like to play the lead role of He-Man? Do you think they would take a twist from like the old 2000 series where they have Prince Adam look completely different? So what a lot of you may not know, back we've laughed and joked for a long time about, oh no, they can't tell Clark Kent is Superman. We did the same thing with Prince Adam and He-Man. But see, back in the 80s, they did it because of budget costs. That's why they had Adam and He-Man. They basically like the same person. He-Man just had a tan. But it was smart. They did it because of budget costs. But in the 2000 series, they can afford to, Prince Adam look like a teenager and He-Man look like an adult man. So kind of the Shazam type thing. So that will be very interesting to see. These are two movies I look very forward to: The Flash in the DC Extended Universe and He-Man in the Master Universe, which is ironic because DC Comics does publish He-Man's comic books also. So that'll be very good. Be very interested to see how this thing all goes down. But what do you guys think? Let me know what you think. Also, make sure to catch those Wonder Woman TV spots going on now. Wonder Woman is about to pick up a lot of steam more than ever now. Just a little over a month from her motion picture in the DC Extended Universe. It's going to be very exciting, very cool. Look very forward to it. Also, keep in mind, some people have already been going out seeing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Do not say this any spoilers. We're not doing that exactly just yet. It opens worldwide next Friday. I myself most definitely want to see it. Love the first Guardians of the Galaxy. Risa got me some Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 t-shirts. Really love rocking them. And I'm a huge fan of the franchise. Look very forward to seeing where that's going to go also. So, hey, we're in the golden age of all the superhero stuff and everything. But anyway, click that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. And be good to yourself. Peace out. Want more comics entertainment reopen? Make sure to follow and like these platforms.